Hello YouTube and welcome back to Old Flads. This is the custom map review part 3. These are the maps made by the community to play in Ace of Spades, and I'm having a look at some of them. They're not, I'm not saying they're all the best ones, they're just the ones that I like the look of, and I wanted to review and let you guys see what is available in the Steam Workshop at the moment. There's some incredible stuff. This is all along the Watchtower, as if you hadn't already guessed from my intro. I was going to start singing. Thankfully for you guys, I didn't. But nonetheless, this is all along the Watchtower. It's made by Pee Wee Rota, who is a firm favourite and long-time part of the Ace of Spades community. So it's really great that I could get the opportunity to have a look at his map, and he hasn't disappointed. I'm going to be perfectly honest. We're in Classic CTF at the moment. I'm in Spectate mode as well. This was suggested to me by Linkters that I did this, and it makes for a much better viewpoint because you get to see a lot more of the map, and I don't have to run along at ground level. Although the thing about running along at ground level is that you get an idea on scale, because from here, from above, it looks like it's fairly compact. When you get down on the ground, suddenly you realise there's actually quite a lot to this map. Right, so with regards to Classic CTF, which is what we're in at the moment, you've got a blue base here, and then over the other side, opposite side of the map, it's not a symmetrical map, as I will point out here. It's a very uniquely shaped map, round in its pretty much its presence with regards to the island, but the map itself is very well defined as a sort of, I don't suppose this is supposed to be a Motte and Bailey, but I suppose it is. I suppose you could call it that. It's got the outer wall, the inner wall, and as a fort it would be a pretty scary place to try and assault, I imagine. And over here is the green team's spawn as well. Now what he's done with these spawns in Classic CTF at any rate is he's put them in fortified areas already. Now a lot of people might be saying, well, that doesn't encourage building. You're wrong, okay? This is a brilliant idea, putting spawns in fortified areas. Do you know why? Because if that comes down, you're buggered. And you know, if you're buggered, then the enemy team is going to come in and take that intel time after time again. If there's something already there, you are more inclined to build, I find. Like, this is just from my observations. I'm far more inclined to build and try and protect something that's already there and go through the laborious process of trying to build something up that high in the first place. I think it's a great idea, I really do. With regards to how you access everything on this map, there are masses of ways round it, and that is another testament to the way it's been designed. You can go right around the outside of the map, you can walk along the walkways, as you can see, that go right the way round as well. And not only do they go right the way around, because there's so many juts and corners in there, the sight lines are actually a lot shorter, so if you crouch you can get behind the blocks, and you can actually go a long way without being seen, other than in intermittent passes obviously, along that top walkway. It's not as dangerous as it would seem. In fact, it's fairly lucrative, especially if you're good with a sniper, or with the rifle in Classic CTF. Now, there's also the fact that you can go into this middle this sort of middle keep, if you like, which is designed to be accessed at all areas. That was a bit of clipping there because I'm in Spectate. This place is very, very handy for shooting into the enemy base. It's also very, very handy for getting shot yourself. The most action that I've found, and the best routes that I've found, and this goes for TDM, which I was playing earlier, and a couple of the other modes, is the fact that once you are down here at the base level of this wall, you've got some really great lines to run around. Great defensive lines, great places just to peek and shoot and then come back and then go and get some more loot again. It's a very, very well designed map for playing on the floor. Not so much as a sniper, because obviously people are counter sniping all the time, but if you wanted to get in close with something like the Commando outside of Classic CTF, obviously outside of with the Commando or the Miner, then this place has so many corners in it that you actually have lots of places to defend yourself. It's a very, very good idea. There's also a pair of boobs in the map, which is an even better idea. Okay, so with regards to moving about as a team, This map sort of craves you to move around as a team. It's not the biggest, although I said yes, it does look like it's not very big, but once you get down at ground level, it's actually a lot of running. It's not a huge map, and what that tends to do is mean that teamwork will be vital towards getting, especially in CTF, getting to these parts of the intel. If you don't work as a team, what you're going to find is once people get posted up here, for example, on the green team, looking down, that's a huge sight line down through there, and start getting posted up on the walls, and even in the keep, you are in a lot of trouble. So, with regards to the scores, because I think this is just an incredible map. I really do enjoy it. With regards to the scores, okay, so for aesthetics, I've given it 10 out of 10. I love the element of detail in it. I love the way it's been designed, and I feel like it's one of the best maps that's been built so far, and there are some good maps as well. I've seen some really nice looking maps. I think this is one of the best gameplay maps that I've seen so far. Creativity, okay, so the Mott and Bailey theme isn't so much a novel idea, but the way it's been implemented with regards to the way the spawns work, especially and in TDM with the multiple spawns as well, I really like that. So I'm going to give it a 10 again. That takes us up to 20 out of 20 so far. This is a very good start. This is the start that Vast had. Next up, usage of map. Well, let's be honest, you're going to use pretty much all of it, and you'll also notice in the bottom left and top right hand corners, there's some shipwrecks there. I'm pretty much calling them zombie islands, because when it comes to zombie mode, this entire map won't be used at all. People will run out to the side of the map and be like, oh, I'm going to hide in the corner of the map because it's the best place. Yeah, it might be, it's also a boring place as well. Anyway, back to the scores. Usage of map. Once again, he's going to get 10 out of 10 because you are going to use pretty much all of this map. In fact, no, I'm changing it. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 because I don't think you'll use quite all of the land out the back of the map. You would do for classic CTF. Okay. No, I'm going to give it 10. I'm going to change my mind again. That's the beauty of it being my channel. I can change my mind again. So that's 30 out of 30 so far. Game modes that are available, okay? You have TDM, Zombie, Multi-Hill, Occupation, CTF, and Classic CTF. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the available game modes, I think, of which there are 10, I think, at the moment. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's fair just to go with that. He's designed it for certain game modes. There's 6 available. They are probably the best ones for it. I was going to think Diamond Mine would be a good one, but I don't think Diamond Mine is right for this. Diamond Mine, sorry, is right for this level either. So that was a good choice not to go with it. In fact, I'm going to give him a bonus point for that. So because it was a good choice on his different modes that he chose. So we're going to give that 7 out of 10. So we're up to 37 out of 40 so far. Longevity prediction. This is a map that is so well built and has such good game modes that I think it will probably be one of the long-standing maps. I think that's fair to say. I mean, I haven't got many things I'd like to add to the map, which I would add. Sniping positions are covered. If you want to play on the ground, there's lots of corners and lots of areas to go round. The sight lines are still good if you can get high enough, but you're also in a lot of trouble. I think it just covers everything. So I'm going to give longevity, because I think this is going to be played for a really long time. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. That is a 47 out of 50 score for All Along the Watchtower. What an amazing map, and that is a really good score, and I think it's fully deserving as well. Even the detailing is brilliant. I love it as a map. Now, one of the things I did want to add to this one was how I scored it, as how I would play it as a map. Now, as you've heard from my review, I've been waxing lyrical about it. I am going to give it 10 out of 10 for my personal opinion. Okay, that's my seal. That's in my opinion. Okay, so you don't have to take that as the gospel. You don't have to take any of these scores as the gospel. But I think 47 out of 50, that's a really good score, and it's something you should check out. And also, you should check out this well as well if you get the chance. I'm not going to show you that now though. Anyway, the link for the Steam link will be below this video, so click that, go subscribe and favourite it, and get playing this as soon as you can. Anyway, I've been old Flads. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you to Pee Wee Rotor for making this map. Cheers and goodbye.